Starr was the quarterback of those great Packard teams that won 5 NFL titles in 7 years. Now, Brett Favre is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Last season, he was the league's most valuable player, and with the heart of a champion prize fighter and the leadership of a military chief, Favre is a man who has the skill and toughness of the players that won championships for Vince Lombardi. Favre took the Packers to the conference title game last year, but they lost to Dallas. Brett Favre, like all of Green Bay, can hear the echo of the Lombardi credo. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing.
No one remembers who came in second or third, fourth. All they remember who the Super Bowl winners were, and we came close. Not close enough.
It's been nearly 30 years since the Packers won their Super Bowls. A third trophy would make Brett Favre's team a permanent part of Green Bay's championship tradition. The Philadelphia Eagles face the Green Bay Packers on ABC's Monday Night Football. It'll be a long time.
The Packers to receive. Don Beebe and Travis Jervey taking the Gary Anderson kick, and it's Don Beebe, the ex-Buffalo Bill, who comes from the 5 up to the 25-yard line. And now a look at the Green Bay Packers, executing brilliantly last week at Tampa Bay. Brett Favre, the league's MVP last year, 4 touchdown. First and 10 from the 25. The Eagles showing a 7-man front, and the pass is incomplete as he goes. Second and 10. Out of a 2-back set, Favre with time, and his second pass is high, intended for Antonio Freeman. So Brett is from the 25-yard line. 4 wide receivers, all out into the pattern for Green Bay. Favre is 0 for his first 3, intended for Robert Brooks. So he aims passes in the direction of 3 different receivers, but doesn't connect, and it's 3 and out.
Jones. But watch this. There it is. Jones has the ball, but so does Evans. Both of these guys seem to have possession of the football when they hit the ground. It's after they're on the ground that it comes out with Evans holding it.
And of course, joint possession would go to the offensive receiver.
Exactly right. So that's a call that could have gone the other way, could have gone Philadelphia's way.
Second and 12. Favre is flushed out, looking, nobody open, and he's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Forsman from the 12-yard line as Favre gets protected well, but the secondary really does a number. And Brett is forced out of bounds well shy of the first down, and they'll have to settle for a field goal. That's the Packers' first down, and Favre throws, and again too high. Robert Brooks, the intended receiver, so Brett is 0 for his first 4 with 8:56 left in the quarter. 3-0 Packers.
Again, maybe just a little high.
Favre slinging it deep, but great coverage, and Brooks was the intended receiver, but he had no chance. He was covered front and back, and Brett is 0 for his first 5.
I'll tell you, thus far this evening, Brett Favre has really no place to put the football. He would have
to the fumble. Green Bay has it at the 43 as they begin the drive. Screen pass to Edgar Bennett. Good blocking. Picks up a first down into Philadelphia territory.
Executed screen.
Come on, Pete. From the 46. Favre throws. Another completion. Mark Chmura went to the Pro Bowl last year. The tight end of the 20. A minute 45 left in the quarter, and the Pack on top 3-0 and looking for more. And Favre for Brooks into the end zone. Touchdown. Next stop, first row.
Oh boy, I'll tell you, a beautiful pick. A beautiful crossing pattern. And very close to something you could call offensively. A little more out here.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Favre, a lot of time, a lot of touch on it, but well executed. And I'll tell you, he did everything but catch that for Brooks. He's back. He's calmed down.
It's a Green Bay tradition. Robert Brooks leaping into the stands. He's done that a lot the last couple of years. Jackie for the extra point. A 3rd and 8 touchdown pass. 25 yards to Robert Brooks. The welcoming party. 10-0. Second and 12. Pressure on, and the pass is caught by Bennett. And a rolling tackle is made by James Williams at the 27. It'll be 3rd down and 5. 34 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Bennett with a fine piece of concentration, looking that ball into his hand.
I'd say that's a highlight catch.
Packers do not have to run another play because, and with that hard count, he draws a flag and buys a play and throws, and it's fingertipped by Brooks for the catch at the 39-yard line. Brooks and Vincent stride for stride, and the pass laid in there perfectly.
Oh, this is what has been fun to watch Favre over the years develop. He used to just rip that thing, lob it way up there. That was a beautiful touch.
I'm sure Troy has had poorer coverage many times and gotten away with it. Just a perfectly executed play by both Favre and Brooks.
38 yards. But he went through his rehab, or continues to go through it anyway, and so far so good. 1st and 5 from the 13-yard line, and Edgar Bennett breaks free and is thrown out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Again, William Henderson with the block.
And Brian Dawkins by Henderson, and Edgar Bennett to this point hasn't been touched. Dawkins is the first Philadelphia Eagle to make contact with Bennett. And
Levens, touchdown.
hey, go where it's been good for you, right back to that left side.
Dorsey into the stands. That's a new tradition. They started it a couple of years ago. First down, Green Bay from the 27, and Favre throws, and it's caught by Robert Brooks. And Eric Zomel said, no, he didn't get it. The official is right there to say, you bet he did.
Frank, I think you need a laser sight to get a pass in there.
Absolutely beautiful. And again, he had the touch on it. We followed him since he came into the, not into the league, but certainly with Green Bay. And he has really developed into one of the great touch passers. He always had the cannon arm. It just laid in there so beautifully. Again, Zomel, not bad coverage.
No, he actually touches the ball. Discombobulated. He really struggled to get it back under control. I think we've really seen some maturity out of a guy. But keep in mind, he's still only 26 years old.
2nd and 10. And he throws, and the catch made by Keith Jackson. So Favre nimble enough to move the feet. Fine rule.
Over in December back at 91. Only 3 players in 5 years.
2nd and 10. Favre throws, and Chimura in traffic makes the catch and gets rustled. He's chased, and he dumps it to Bennett, and Bennett gets taken down after a minimal gain by Troy Vincent. And it'll be 2nd and 9
Brett
with a
takes the
$1.16.
timeout.
Yeah, their final one. Well, we talked about the Packers and the tradition, of course, and probably the most memorable game, at least equal to it, in the history of the NFL. And Frank, you broadcast this game, the Ice Bowl, in '67.
3 seconds to go in the game. Vince Lombardi decided rather than tie it up, we're going to win it right here. And it was a good thing he did, because a lot of the players had a lot of frostbite. I remember waking up that morning at the Northland Hotels. Guys, I got a phone call that said, good morning, Mr. Gifford. It is 8 o'clock.
3rd down and 9. Pressure on Favre, but he escapes and hits Keith Jackson. Another big 3rd down conversion. And the Eagles still won't get the ball back. 18-yard pickup, and again, he converts, does Favre, and clock stops with a $1:03 remaining.
And we talked about it. Combination of Chimura and Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson with great years at Philadelphia and then 3 years at Miami.
Favre, pressure, dumps it off to Bennett underneath. He swings to the outside, but good pursuit by the Eagles to knock him down at the 41 and keep him in bounds to keep the clock going. Again,
His career best is 54 yards.
3rd and 5, and it is caught at the 21 by Freeman for a 1st down. Antonio Freeman, and now clearly in field goal range.
And Frank, I would call that a pretty good illustration as to the strength.
Perfect delivery. Look at the tight spiral. That makes it so easy to catch.
31 seconds and no timeouts, and he throws into traffic, and somehow he threads it into Brooks. Goodbye. Hello, cheeseheads. Oh, wow. You should not be able to throw the ball that well.
3 defenders there. He put it the only place you could put the ball for the completion.
For Green Bay. This is remarkable.
And a touch to it.
.26 seconds left in the half. So Philadelphia scores to get back in the game, and Green Bay says, take that.
You have to think that same coverage, exactly the same coverage by the Eagles, 9 out of 10 times, or maybe more, Frank, is going to result in an incompletion. That's just not that bad a coverage.
Well, they had the Pack's #1 receiver double covered, and they were getting help from the inside. You can't expect much more. The defense they called was perfect. It was just a brilliant touch by somebody who was so confident in his own ability.
The safety has got to make the hit that knocks the ball loose. You can see that second hit applied by Troy Vincent as he comes over is just a little late to knock the ball out. Of course, Vincent just a little late getting in there. But again, you just can't overemphasize what a perfectly thrown pass by Favre.
Vincent, Zordich, and Wilburn all in the neighborhood, but they were evicted. A guy who almost died back working full time. 3rd down and 8, and the catch is made by Robert Brooks for a first down.
And Mike Holmgren really wanted to make the point, don't interpret anything because he's up in the booth this year instead of being down on the field. It's just a change in coaching philosophy. He's just fine and could be on the field if I wanted him to be.
Robert Brooks made a great delivery, not bad coverage by Bobby Taylor, but I'll tell you, Favre had so much on this ball. That's pretty good coverage on a deep out. But he had so much on it, timed out so well with Brooks that no way Taylor could get back even the
field was right. And boy, it's right here.
And they have a very cohesive operation. Holmgren, Ron Wolf, the general manager, their chain of command is very small.
2nd and 11, and a backside screen is set up beautifully to Bennett. And Bennett tries to dive, and he's in for the touchdown.
Now that's a Mike Holmgren favorite. He loves the screen pass, as did Bill Walsh, his mentor out of the San Francisco 49ers. Nobody really does it much better than
Taylor, the left guard, number 73. There he is right there, blocking up front on Dixon. Then he releases with the center, Frank Winters. And there's the block on Zordich by Taylor. Winters goes on downfield. It's just a beautifully executed play. And Bennett just finishes off the last 4 yards by himself.
Chris Jackie tacks on one more. 6:14 left in the 3rd quarter. The Green Bay Packers trying to tell the country they are for real. And who's to argue? 37-7.
I'm a believer.
33. Reggie White, he and Dotson will share this sack, creating the safety. 39-7. For 5 coming out of the gate
In the ballpark with only 30 seconds left in a game that is, for all intents and purposes, been over for an hour.
Well, Lambeau Field, for this crowd who waited so long for a night like this was a field of dreams for this crowd tonight.
They have just stayed to give their club an ovation as they head to the locker room.
Yep.
They have remained here late into the night just to say thank you.
real show of affection between Ray Rhodes and Mike Holmgren. They so many years together with the 49ers, and of course 2 years for Ray Rhodes here with Mike Holmgren.
Brett Favre on his way to maybe another MVP season after the first 2 weeks. He'd be the leader in the clubhouse right now. Green Bay wins it 39-13. Next week, we